Hello, happy Friday. Good evening, everyone. Welcome you all in the first day of our 12 days of Christmas nail art marathon. This is the third time I'm going to do it with the 1 year of break. The last year I had a little break because I was honestly far too busy with all the trips, international trips and stuff, but I'm back this year because last year I had lots of question marks. Are you going to do it? I didn't last year, so I'm back, and I'm glad you all asked me for it because pushed me a little bit to do a little extra and to create more designs for you and more ideas. So for the Christmas nail art, we know that it's hard to come up with the brand new snowflakes. It's not really that we can come up with the new snowflakes, but we can revisit our older designs. Hello to everyone to join. Revisit our older design, maybe update them a bit, update our skills, refresh our skills, refresh our line work for the snowflakes. We can also use, hello Pernilla, hello my lovely. We can also start using the new products because every year we buy in the new colors that we recommend to our clients. Maybe some of our glitters are not there anymore and we need to use something new. Hello everyone, hello. So every year we can recreate some designs and get some new ideas. Of course, there's lots of inspiration on a Pinterest, lots of inspiration on a Instagram. We can share a lot with each other and learn a little bit. So I'm so glad you are here. So for the next 12 days, I will be live with one posted video, with one reel. I will be 11 times one live, and one time I will just post the reel. Because I have the clients at night, so I need to fit everyone in to do it. I will try my best to keep all of the designs in a relatively easy way, fast way, salon way, so you can all use them in the salon. I think this is really important because the fact that we can draw cartoons, etc., is all fun, but it's not really for the Christmas time, and it's not really when we have clients and we can really get the extra money from these clients because it's a Christmas time. So everybody wants some kind of designs. We can upgrade the treatments, but we really do not have time for it. So that's why I'm trying for all the Christmas nail art, keep everything salon friendly. I will share with you some tips and tricks, how you can wisely use your products and how you can achieve the best result in a shorter period of time. But of course, you need to practice a little bit. So before we start all of the nail arting, I will also have a little gift for you, and I will also have a little surprise for you. So for those of you that will be with me for the next 12 days, and you will watch my designs, and you will practice them, and you will make them. I prepared for you the little certificate. So what you will need to do, you will have time till Christmas to send me over your work, your designs from the lives, and send me the picture from all 12 together, and you will get a little certificates of attendance with me from myself. It will be in PDF. I'll send you via email, and I will also give you a gift. Will be 1 month of the access to my nail art club, which is amazing. This is already like, I think 80 different designs are there. You can watch and learn, so you can binge watch it in the whole month. Are you saving the lives if we don't have time to look live? Of course I will do. I will keep them all live. They will stay here so you can watch in your own time, because this is, I understand we're all busy, we all have clients, and it's really hard to keep everyone on it. But I'll also try my best to keep designs relatively short. And this is introduction day, so I talk a lot, but I'll try to talk a little bit less, work a little bit faster, so you have time to watch it. So let's start. I have a first design for the little warm up for us for the snowflakes. I hope you're going to like this way of doing this. So let me just flip the camera over and let's start. Okay, so here it is. I'll just place it in a stand. I do not have any Christmas music because that's far too early, but I have some Christmas decoration in here, so we are in a little bit Christmas mood. I've actually tried to find something green, but I couldn't. So today we are going to create a super easy design by using the new product, which is our metal gel polish. These little sparkly gel polishes. These are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But what I will do, I will just maybe zoom in the camera so then you will see a little bit better and move the light. And let's start with our tip. So for my design, I'm going to use the tip, clear tip, and I'm going to create my design straight over the base. So what you'll be looking for any camouflage base or the base that will be a little bit covering to give you a little bit color. For this one, because I have clear tips, I have chosen the rubber base cool cover. The reason for that is a really, really covering even in the thin layers. So that's why I've chosen this one. But really you can choose any base that you like. If you like blushes, you can use blushes. If you like building base cover, feel free to do so. Or if you do this design over the extension, you can use any power gel or the fiber gel or anything you like. So you see, even in a thin layer is beautifully covering. I'll still apply 2 thin layers on this one. The tip is super clear. Unfortunately, I ran out of all of my white tips, which were amazing for the videos, because I could easily, apply just one layer of the color without wasting time. But I'm waiting for delivery. So I have, here we go. This is it. The first layer is on, and this one goes to the light for 60 seconds. For the rubber base, curing time is 60 seconds, and then I will apply the second one. Hello, Carolina. Hello, hello. So as I said, you can use any color. Of course, you can also use semi-transparent. It doesn't have to be completely covering. This is just my idea for this tip, because on the tip we're going to apply something else. So then you can easily do it with semi-transparent. The new liquid builder gels will be beautiful as well. Already I wanted to say thank you for those of you that watched me a couple of days ago for the liquid builder gel. And I was actually amazed how quickly the liquid builder gel is selling. The girls were waiting for me to actually have it in stock and waited for this video so they can see what it's all about. And this is just brilliant that you really like all the highest quality products and you really want to speed up. You can see how amazing the rubber base is, by the way. This is just brilliant. Self-leveling properties of this one, absolutely outstanding. And speeds, again, in a salon for the natural nail is just great. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my 3 new metal gel polishes. I'm going to use this golden one. You can see these are the really gold flakes like. Okay, it's like metallic flakes. These are absolutely beautiful. I love them, and they are great for the ombre or the extra accent as well. We can also have this in our its color is called Metal 3. I would say it's purple-ish, the shade, with the silver, the same as this one. They are not really, one is more purple, one is more pink. They are not completely plain, but they all have a little bit of silver in it. These are not reflective glitters, but they are just stunning, outstanding. I think I've already made like 15 different designs with them. They are just great. So I have my tip ready. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a little bit of my metal too. So for my client, I will just use all of the, will prepare all of the nails in whatever method I would choose. And then small amount of the product on roughly 1/3 of the nail from the tip. Roughly, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. And what I will do, I will just pick up my brush, and this is the Sylvana's choice, but you can use any brush that you like. And I will just flip my tip other way around, and I will pull slightly the edge of this metal glitter to create a little bit of glittery ombre. And voila, it's done. Okay, this is how fast this metallic gel is. The covering here is just perfect because it's a little bit semi-transparent, as you can see. I would recommend to use something camouflaging, but of course you don't have to. It's really up to you, okay? So now I'm not going to cure this because there is one more thing I want to add to this part before it's cured, so I won't waste my time. Mind, I'm really thinking about my Christmas time and how fast I need to be to create my designs. So I'll put this one aside for a second, and I wanted to show you this little chameleon flakes. You all know chameleon flakes, these are amazing. But what I'm looking from this chameleon flakes is the piece that is a little bit bigger. So if I'll just open my jar, you see this piece is much bigger. It's just the one piece, but it's bigger, yeah? So if I place them somewhere in my metallic part, just on top, I don't want to break it. I just want to place one bigger piece, and in any box of flakes you can find these pieces. What is cool about this, it really looks as if you will just place the shell stone inside, but it's completely flat. So it's brilliant to work on the flat designs, on a gel polish, on a biop, because you see it's completely flat, but the shine from here is just amazing. Don't know, I can just get it zoom in a little bit, and you can see one piece in here is a little bit bigger. So this one now goes to the light for 30 seconds. After this one, we're going to cover it with a Supreme Finish top gel. You can also use matte top gel, but of course then you will lose the sparkles, okay? So I would just recommend you to use the shiny top gel if you want to keep the sparkles. Supreme Finish, my standard choice for any type of designs. You can protect any type of nails with the Supreme Finish. You can use it on top of the gel polish, on top of the biops, on top of the acrylics, on top of the gel extension, anything you have. And also because of the UV filters protection, you can use it on top of, just get this one, on top of the lighter colors of French or anything like that. So everything is nice and flat. I'm applying nice and thin layer. Remember not to apply your Supreme Finish too thick. Nice and thin. Self-levels perfectly as well. Just pick up a little flakes in here. Just remove it. Nice floating motion. And once this one is done, I'm going to cure it 60 seconds, and then we'll continue with our design. So here it is. This is in the light, and while this one is in the light, let's do the snowflakes. Okay, so let's prepare for the snowflakes first. This is what I'm supposed to say. For my snowflakes, I'm going to use the liner gel white. This is Magda White. It's just marked when I'm on the training and stuff, so everybody knows this is my jar. This is it. It's not really anything special about this. This is just the liner gel in it. And the label is just because normally everyone will have exactly the same products. So just I will know this is it. And I will pick up a little bit of this one. It's really, really thick. And place it on my paper palette. And for my first part of the design, I'm going to use a little bit of this, and I'm going to mix it with my base and top. You can also mix it with any type of top gel that you prefer, tiny bit. What I'm looking for is just change of the consistency. I want to have this product really thin, and it won't be transparent. I just want it thin, okay, super thin. Because the first snowflakes that I'm going to use, they will be in the background. See, I'm just mixing this with my spatula, and you see everything is still really white. I'm just changing the consistency because I want my snowflakes on the background to be really small, really tiny. The arms of it, extremely thin. And for this one, I need to have not only extremely thin brush, okay, I will also need the extremely thin products that will be still pigmented. Now I'm going to use for my design the Katarina's Choice. Okay, this will be the first design. These are, I have 2 or 3 really small brushes, Katarina's Choice and Henrietta's Choice, which is even thinner, which I'm keeping with my protective cap of this one, because I'm telling you guys, when I'm doing the nail art or I'm doing classes and stuff, everything is everywhere. Okay, so I'm just really clumsy when I have lots of stuff around me, so this is really quite problematic. That's why I'm keeping this all in protective cap. So I'm loading my brush, I'm loading my brush in this mixture. I'll take this mixture away, and I'm going to start with my snowflake, and my first snowflake will be really thin, and I'm going to start creating like that. You see, it's really small, okay, really thin. The arms will be tiny of my snowflake. I don't want to have it too wide, so it will be nice and thin in the background. Of course, you can use something like a stamping or anything like that, why not? But I think we can do the snowflakes for our clients by hand, and they really appreciate that, and they're walking around and saying, oh my god, my nail technician painted all of this by hand. So I'm just adding a little pieces to my arm. Now this is any snowflake that you like, okay? Nothing really extravagant here. Remember, we're just warming up into our Christmas marathon. We just need to remind ourselves how to draw the snowflakes. So it's nothing really too difficult here. You can make any. You can, for example, do the one that you use the dotting tool and just make some dots around. Oh, it's too much on my brush. Remember, I want to keep it super thin. All of the arms of my snowflake, they're really small, really thin. And this is on top of the top gel. Okay, so everything is nice and smooth. Liner gel mixed with the top gel, especially mixed with the top gel, will never come off. You don't need to stress about this. You just need to properly cure it. So I'll just move things around so you will see it. I'll just move maybe this light a little bit higher. Okay. So my first snowflake is done. I'll just add the few bits in here for the arms in here. Okay, that's perfect. And I'm going to make, I'm not curing this, won't go anywhere. Of course you can cure it, and then for example you will cure one hand and then you will pick up another hand of your client, and they will be switching between the curing, but of course you really do not have to do that. And this one will be smaller here. So here our background snowflake. So this is not the main event yet, just the small ones on the background, so thin that I think I'm blind, can barely see it. Okay, so so I will just place it a little bit closer. Okay, but this is what you want to see, just a little background. Okay, so it's nothing really too much. Okay, because on the front we will have the one that is a little bit bigger. But of course, if you're not feeling like it, okay, you can always just do some stamping, for example. It's no problem. We will also, during these 12 days of Christmas, I will also show you different ways of doing snowflakes. Some of them will be a little bit thicker, some of them will be a little bit thinner, some of them will be with stamping, some of them with inner stickers. And if you're not really feel too comfortable with your line work, then of course it might be a little bit difficult, but I will recommend you to try it. I know, Pernilla, you are already amazing with the fine lines, so I know this, but for those of you that are watching and thinking like, OMG, I'm not going to make it that thin, please try it. Mix a little bit of your product on a paper palette with your top gel, so you will change the consistency, and work a little bit with the thin brush, Katarina's Choice, and try to pick up the small amount of product, and then you will be fine. Okay, so I just pre-cured these ones, and now I'm going to move to a little bit bigger brush, and we're going to make one more snowflake that will be a little bit bigger, a little bit more visible, but with the different arms. So I think it's quite good if we are able to create different snowflakes, because as I mentioned to you before, I need to cover this brush, otherwise we'll be on the floor and then I will ruin it and I will need to buy the new one. This is what it is. Okay, it's on the way, so this protective cap is just perfect for it. And yeah, so if you're able to do different type of snowflakes, is great, because you can do different designs for the clients. Not everything will be the same. Now for my new snowflake, what I'm going to do, let's go back first to my paper palette. I am going to make my gel a little bit thinner, but not too thin. Okay, so I will just to my fresh gel, that is pure gel, pure liner gel, I will just add a little bit of mixture. Okay, not too much. Again, I want this to have a little bit thinner consistency, but you can see a difference in hello mom, cześć mama. Sorry, I just said that in Polish. My mom is watching. Which I'm quite surprised. She never watched my videos. You can see different pigmentation, and you can see that the product is a little bit thicker. Will be still thin enough that we would easy create the snowflakes. Crash to Jessica's Choice brush in 1 week this way. Oh, absolutely. Oh, I think, Evelyn, I ruined hundreds. It's just absolutely crazy. I think I'm my best customer if it comes to buying thin brushes. It's just crazy. Like when I do nails, I really focus on the nail, and then I put everything aside, and then I, for example, get up off the table, and then I'm just pulling everything with me, and it's just, honestly, it's just crazy. So I'm just now trying to be a little bit more sensible and a little bit slower, and I'm cleaning after myself, right after myself, not, not to do it later, because it's just a shame. But probably that's why I have like 5 brushes next to me, because if one is ruined, I cannot pick up another one. But yeah, I totally get you, Evelyn. It's just hard being a nail artist, isn't it? Okay, so now talking about the Jessica's Choice, we can use the either Jessica's Choice or the blush brush. These are roughly the same size brushes. And what I'm going to do, I'll first create the arms for my brush, for my snowflake, not for my brush, for my snowflake. So I'm loading my brush in my mixture, okay? And I'm going to place the snowflake roughly here, so it will be in between my smaller ones, okay? And this one, the arms will be thinner, but the rest will be a little bit more visible, so you'll be fine. Of course, it's not that easy to make this on a shiny surface. I think it's a little bit easier when you're in your studio done and you have the just the table light than when you do the video and I have 3 lights around me. All this like 2 IKEAs on the sides and 1 in front. So this is really, really hard to see. But I'm trying my best, and I'm trying my best to make sure you can see it. Okay, so I have my arms. These are my arms. So I'll just place them. I divided my star into 6, okay? I'll just change my brush. And now the next brush that I'm going to use will be the Tailor number 1, okay? And I'm going to do this like a drop movement. So I will just pick up a little bit of my product. And I'll show you on my glove because it's black, okay? So my drop movement will be like that. So just place your brush and lift it. Place and lift. Place and lift, okay? Something like that. So I'm not creating any long lines or anything like that. It's just really, really short. But you see this brush is much shorter than my previous one and has this round tip. You can also use the detailer number 2. Or you can also use the detailer number 3, but I think detailer number 3 might be quite difficult, especially if we do really short nails for our clients. We need to really adjust a little bit our technique to the current trends. And unfortunately, people like really short nails, and we have this really short, these gel polish buy-up nails, and really, really tiny. And then you have clients that want a lot of design, so really need to adjust it. So what I'm doing, I'm just picking up my product, and I will start from creating these drops in the middle, in between the arms. So it's like one, I'm pressing this and pulling. And then another one, and I'm finishing all in the middle. So I'm creating a little bit like a flower shape, just like that. Nice and easy, nothing special. Everything is in white. And then next one. And really, guys, you don't need to stress about this too much. We do our designs by hand. This is just for the Christmas nails. Okay, and I have my middle part of my star. I'm not curing this one. I'm picking up my gel and I'm adding just small drops on each arm on the side, one side and another side, just to make it slightly different than our previous one and just to play around a little bit. So because I have a lot of glitter underneath, I've decided I want to have the star really visible. So I'm just trying to find some focus here. Hope you guys see, but later I will take a picture when I finish of all of it, and then you will of course see on a picture maybe a little bit better than in the video. I need to rethink all of my sparkly designs. I love sparkles, and I think for the Christmas it's great to do some. I already put some of the designs in a salon, some of the new designs, and I had some of the clients already looking at them and picking some. And then most of the picks, their picks are the rhinestones. So I was quite surprised, but well, this is it. I think I need to create more this year with the rhinestones. We're going to make a few as well. Okay, here it is. This part of my star is done, and I'm going to use my master marbler. This is the detailer tool, the small one. This is the smallest that I have. And I'm going to place a little bit in my palette, and on the tip of my star, just in here, I'm just going to add this circle thing. I want to have them all even, so that's why I'm choosing the master marbler. I'm not choosing the using of the brush, but of course you can use the brush, it's not a problem. I want to have this star a little bit thicker, a little bit more visible, a little bit more snowy than the line work. So as you can see, it's really visible over the glitter. Okay, here it is, and here is the last one. My six arms, yes. Okay, that's perfect. And now the last thing that I will do, I will just go back to my blush brush, to this one, and I will just place it in my thing, and I'm going to make some dots. Few, not too much, they can be in groups, just like a little snow. just like a little extra. Hello, Joanna. Here and there, just a bit. Okay, so that's it. I don't want to add anything. Here you go. This one is going to the light. And as you can see, with me talking, etc., etc., it's 7:30. And yeah, if I wouldn't talk, I'll be even quicker. This design is super fast. Okay, so this is something that I think you can start roughly think about this, how you can make some quick designs and how you can nicely create them for your clients and prepare a little bit. And here I will just remove this one from the stick and just place them on my thing so you can see. Couple more. Okay, here you go, my lovelies. So here it is. All of the stars the same, but each different. One is bigger, one is smaller, and I have two. On a background, I have different shapes of the stars, all made with Katarina's choice. And this is all made with, you see, with the metal 2 gel polish. So this beautiful glittery gel polish. And chameleon flakes, but this bigger piece. You see, this bigger piece looks like a stone in here. But really is no stone at all. But I think it looks a little bit more interesting. So even you can add the glitter to the glitter to make your design even nicer. Thank you. So as you can see, super fast. I think we'll focus a lot on the fast designs in the next 12 days. Of course, on top of different stuff, you will see. Thank you girls, thank you so much. Of course, you on the different stuff you can see as well, but this is just to share with you some ideas. So coming back to our starting point, I will encourage you to try it. And of course, if you do not have this metal one, you can use different glitters. You can use the reflective glitters. You can use something that you have already in your drawers, but please try different one and make sure what is working with what. Because, for example, this metal too works amazingly with the rubber base cool cover. I think they're a perfect match if it comes to color. And maybe if you have some warm glitter that wouldn't match the, for example, maybe girly blush, because the girly blush will be too pink. So practice, have a little shot of different colors, so when the clients are coming, you're not only having the ready portfolio so they can pick the design, but you also know exactly what you do, and this is how you speed up your work in a salon. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching tonight. I will see you all tomorrow at 7. Bye-bye.